Good day, young philosophers, and welcome to Introduction to Philosophy of the Human Person. This is Sir Jerson, your philosophy teacher. Embrace philosophy, share wisdom. For today's lesson, Module 15 and 16, exploring the environmental philosophy. But before that, let's first identify the objectives for today. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of environmental philosophy. Second, relate key concepts on ecological crisis to human behavior and social problems. And the last one, enumerate and describe the areas of environmental philosophy. It's time to learn philosophy. Philosophy now. Hi, young philosophers. Do you know that life is beautiful? Yes, life is beautiful. Even if we experience difficulties, challenges, and problems, life remains beautiful. Just look around you. The trees, the birds, the plants, the skies, and others. All of these will tell you that life is beautiful. Speaking of trees, the birds, the plants, and the sky, our topic for the session is about nature or environment. Specifically, we will talk about insights on nature. That is, we will talk about environmental philosophy. Before we proceed to the lesson, here is my productivity tip. You should believe in yourself. Believe that you can finish this session. Believe that you can do it. Believing in yourself means having faith in your own capabilities. It means believing that you can do something that is within your ability. Before we start, I would like you to tell something regarding on the picture being presented. I am giving you 10 seconds to formulate an answer. Here is our question. Could you tell something about this picture? Your 10 seconds starts now. Time's up. I'm sure you have a great idea, young philosophers. Philo-mazing. Well, as you can see in this picture, that the smoke emitted from the factories in the atmosphere is harmful to human and animal health and environmental damage. The smoke from factories contain the greenhouse gases that pollute air. The prominent damaging greenhouse gas contained in the smokes in carbon dioxide. So, what we need to do? We have to obey the environmental laws and respect our environment. Now, I would like to share this inspiring word from Mohit Agadi. According to him, that the environment is no one's property to destroy. It's everyone's responsibility to protect. Yes, it is true. The environment is no one's property because there is only one owner, and that is the Creator. And it is our responsibility as humans to take good care of the environment because God gave us the opportunity to use His creation in order for us to live and continue exploring this beautiful planet. But if we look at everything that's going on right now, God appears to be angry because we didn't fulfill our duties as humans and instead destroy the environment in which we live today. Now, let's proceed. Here is our guided questions to be answered in the middle of our discussion. Number 1, what is environmental philosophy? Second, what are the areas included in environmental philosophy? Okay, so for environmental philosophy, allow me to read. It is a branch of philosophy that is concerned with the natural environment and humans' place within it. Actually, it asks crucial questions about human-environmental relations, such as what do we mean when we talk about nature? How should we respond to the environmental challenges such as environmental degradation, pollution, and climate change? And what is our place in the natural world? So that means about environmental philosophy. What we need to do, we should take care, protect our environment. Another one, on environmental philosophy, it is concerned with defining environment and nature. Everyone, we need to listen to one another. Did you get it? We humans must know how to value the environment, moral status of animals and plants, endangered species, environmentalism and deep ecology, aesthetic value of nature, restoration of nature, and consideration of future generations. At the end of the day, we are the only one who is responsible to save the nature. Respect Mother Earth. The world is in our hands. Environmental philosophy includes the following areas, namely environmental ethics, environmental aesthetics, ecofeminism, environmental hermeneutics, and environmental theology. So first up, here are the areas of environmental philosophy. The first one is environmental ethics. In environmental ethics, it is the part of environmental philosophy which considers extending the traditional boundaries of ethics from solely including humans to including the non-human world. Environmental ethics are a key feature of environmental studies, right? That establishes the relationship between humans and the earth. There is always a relationship between the human and the earth. Example, with environmental ethics, you can ensure that you are doing your part to keep the environment safe and protected. So let us save and protect our environment. And the second one, we have environmental aesthetics. In environmental aesthetics, it has subject matter that aesthetic experience of the world. It focuses on questions concerning the appreciation of the world. We have to highlight the word appreciation, okay, that connects to aesthetics. That the world as it constituted not simply by particular objects but also by environment themselves. For example, the landscape paintings, okay, that are or about nature, works of art that take nature as the medium, and of gardens, a special category that seems to straddle the divide between culture and nature. In aesthetics, we need to appreciate the things or objects in our environment. Okay? The third one, we have ecofeminism. In ecofeminism, it is an area of environmental philosophy that links feminism with ecology. It seeks to eradicate all forms of social justice or social injustice, not just injustice against women and the environment. So, in ecofeminism, take note of this. It brings together feminism and environmentalism. Ecofeminism argues that the domination of women and the degradation of the environment are consequences of patriarchy and capitalism. So, this advocated the feminine principle as an antidote to environmental destruction through attributes which nurture nature. And the fourth one, we have environmental hermeneutics. In environmental hermeneutics, it is an area of environmental philosophy that applies the techniques and resources of the philosophical field of hermeneutics to environmental issues. It addresses issues of interpretation as they relate to nature and environmental issue. In hermeneutics, we have to apply the technique, okay? And of course, interpret as we relate nature to environmental issue. And the last one area of environmental philosophy, we have environmental theology. In environmental theology, it is an area of environmental philosophy that focuses on the understanding of God's relationship to the cosmos or creation. Remember this, all the things in this world is the creation of God, right? We need to conserve, protect, and respect our environment. Okay, I hope that is clear. Again, we have 5 areas of environmental philosophy. Namely, we have environmental ethics, environmental aesthetics, ecofeminism, environmental hermeneutics, and the last one we have environmental theology. Okay, you got it right, young philosophers. Next up, we have pollution and climate change. Before we define pollution and climate change, try to look at the pictures being presented on your screen. We, as human, of course, we experience, okay, the changing of our environment because of pollution, because of climate change. Now, we're going to define what is pollution. Actually, this definition of pollution, of course, this is the basic definition of pollution. When we say pollution, it is the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called pollutants. Pollutants can be natural, such as volcanic ash. They can also be created by human activity, such as trash or runoff produced by factories. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water, and land. Next, we have climate change. When we say climate change, this is the long-term alteration or long-term effect of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. The cause of current climate change is largely human activity. So tayo po yun, all the human activities. Okay? For example, like burning fossil fuels, natural gas, oil, and coal. Burning these materials releases what are called greenhouse gases into Earth's atmosphere, kung kaya't nakararamdam tayo ng matinding pagkainit because of our activities. So, pollution and climate change. Okay, next, we have philo quiz. Let's check your understanding, young philosophers. Are you ready? Of course, you are ready. Young philosophers, I would like you to determine which areas of environmental philosophy are being discussed. Okay? Do you still remember the 5 areas of environmental philosophy? These are environmental ethics, environmental aesthetics, ecofeminism, environmental hermeneutics, and environmental theology. Get your pen and paper to answer the activity for a minute. Number 1, a college student thinks that our environment is deteriorating because people do not see its beauty. What environmental philosophy is being referred to? The answer is environmental aesthetics. Because when we say aesthetics, we are referring to the beauty or appreciation of our nature. Second, Paul generally relates what is good and what is bad with the environment to prevent any further destruction. What environmental philosophy is being referred to the statement? The answer is environmental ethics. Why? Because we are referring to our actions, we are referring to our behaviors. When we say ethics, of course, we establish relationship between humans and the earth. Last, number 3, Denise believes that God created the earth and everything that is within it. What environmental philosophy is being referred to the statement? The answer is environmental theology. Because all the things in this world are the creation of our God. God creates the nature, our environment. Feel amazing, young philosophers. I'm sure you get a perfect score. Job well done. Okay, now before we end, I'll give a word of wisdom from John Denver. Love the earth as you would love yourself. So what does it mean? Accepting yourself as you are in this moment for everything that you are is what self-love entails. It entails accepting your emotions as they are and prioritizing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. So, we now know that self-love motivates you to make healthy life choices. Love the earth as you would love yourself means to protect, love, and value the earth in the same way that you protect, love, and value yourself. Love the earth as you would love yourself. Okay? Thank you very much, young philosophers. Embrace philosophy, share wisdom. Please don't forget our hashtag embrace the love of wisdom. God bless and stay safe. Goodbye.